Houston just added 198,000 new residents in a single year. That is not a typo. 1 year, and right now in 2026, with home prices cooling, inventory rising, and the FIFA World Cup putting Houston on the global map, there are 5 specific suburbs where the smart money is quietly moving. If you are a buyer, a seller, or an investor, and you are not watching this 5 market right now, you are leaving serious money on the table. This is no fluff, no hype. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly where to put your money, what the number says, and why 2027 could be the year that changes your financial future in Houston. Let's get into it. Let me be very clear here about why this video matters right now. The Houston real estate market has shifted. The average home price has come down to $420,000. The median is sitting at $330,000. Inventory is up. Days on the market has stretched to 67 days. Many sellers are negotiating again. And here's what that tells me as a capital allocator. This is a buyer's market disguised as austerity. But here is what most people miss. Not every Houston suburb is the same story. Some are declining, some are overpriced, and just five are sitting at a perfect intersection of affordability, job growth, school quality, and long-term appreciation. These are the ones institutional investors are watching. These are the ones relocating professionals are calling me about. And these are the 5 I'm breaking down for you today. We are going from 5 to 1. And it's going to surprise you. Stay until the end because the final suburb has a data point I've never seen in 20 years of Texas real estate. And let me start with the number 5 suburb here on the list. Suburb number 5, Pearland, Texas. Now I want you to think about this. You are a healthcare professional. You just took a job at the Texas Medical Center, the largest medical complex in the entire world. Right here in Houston, you need to live somewhere safe, affordable, and close enough that you are not spending 2 hours in traffic every day. Where do you go? Smart money goes to Pearland. Pearland sits just 15 miles south of the Texas Medical Center, and the numbers are starting to reflect what insiders already know. Typical home values in Pearland right now, $354,960, and they are up by 5.6% year over year. In a market where the rest of Houston is cooling, Pearland is quietly appreciating. Why? Because the Texas Medical Center employs over 106,000 people every year. More healthcare professionals, researchers, support staff are moving into the Houston metro, and Pearland is their first stop. The schools are rated highly in Fort Bend ISD. Crime is low, and entry-level investment properties are still available under $300,000. If you are an investor looking for rental demand that doesn't disappear during economic downturn, healthcare workers still need housing in a recession. Pearland is your play. This is not speculation. This is fundamentals, but Pearland is only number 5. Keep watching. The number 4 on the list here is Sugarland, Texas. And Sugarland, Texas, and this is one for the capital allocator in the room. Sugarland is in Fort Bend County, one of the fastest growing counties in the entire United States. And when I say diverse, I mean genuinely diverse. Over 57% of Sugarland residents are Asian or Asian American, making it one of the most multicultural communities in all of Texas. That diversity is not just a cultural win, it is an economic engine. Here is what the data shows. Sugarland generates over 5,000 YouTube searches every single month for people specifically looking for homes there. That tells me the demand is real, is consistent, and is coming from outside Houston. Relocating families, corporate transfers, international buyers. Sugarland is on the radar. Median home prices are running just under $355,000. But here is the number that matters for investors. Fort Bend County property values have consistently outperformed the Harris County average. Better schools, lower flood risks in most zones, and a business district that has attracted major employers in healthcare, technology, and energy. If you own property in Sugarland right now and you're thinking about selling, this is your window. The buyers are there. The demand is real. And with inventory rising across Houston, timing your exit in Sugarland before the market fully normalizes matters. All right, we have covered two suburbs, but I want to stop here for a second because I need to give you the framework that separates a smart move from a costly one. Most people look at real estate and ask, is the price right? Smart investor asks three questions. Where are the jobs going? Where are the people going? And what does the infrastructure tell me about the next 5 years? Every suburb I'm about to show you passes all three tests. Keep that framework in mind. If this is already giving you clarity, hit that like button right now. It helps these reach more Texans and investors who need this information, okay? And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now because the market moves and I'm tracking for fourth quarter of 2026 and into 2027 and once you don't want to miss. The suburb number 3 I'm going to mention here on the list is Cypress, Texas. And this is going to be very fascinating. Cypress is where I tell first-time investors to start their conversation. And here's why. Cypress sits along the Highways 290 corridor, northwest of Houston, and it has become the ground zero for new construction in the greater Houston area. Builders like Perry Homes, David Weekley, and Toll Brothers are putting communities in the ground there right now. And when builders are building, smart money is following. Here is the opportunity. In a market where resale inventory is tight and overpriced, new construction in Cypress is giving buyers something rare: negotiating power. Builders right now are offering rate buy downs, closing cost credits, and upgrade just to move inventory. I've seen buyers get effective rate under 6% through builder financing in Cypress community in 2026. That is a real number, and the growth story is undeniable. The Cy-Fair Independent School District, one of the largest in Texas, consistently ranks among the top districts in the Houston metro. Families are relocating specifically for those schools, and families who relocate for school don't leave. They stay, they improve their homes, and they build long-term equity. For investors, single-family rentals in Cypress are commanding $1,800 to $2,400 per month in the right communities, with a median entry point still under $370,000 in a new construction. Your cap rate story here is real. This is not a maybe. This is now. And the number 4th suburb on the list where smart money is moving in right now is the Conroe / the Woodlands North. And this is what might be the most underrated move in all of Greater Houston right now. Conroe, Texas. Let me give you some context. Conroe sits just 40 miles north of downtown Houston along I-45, and for years it lived in the shadow of the Woodlands right next door. But something changed. When the Woodland maxed out on developable land and home prices pushed past $500,000, the spillover went one direction, not to Conroe. The median home price in Conroe right now is approximately $310,000. That is $20,000 below the Houston metro median and nearly $200,000 less than the Woodlands. But here is what makes Conroe different from every other affordable suburb in this list. It has the infrastructure of a city that is building towards something big. Lake Conroe. Conroe is growing fast with major capital investment. The Grand Central Park Master Plan community, over 2,000 acres of development that is still mid-build, and a downtown revitalization that is attracting restaurant, retail, and young professionals who cannot afford the Woodland but want the lifestyle adjacent to it. For investors, this is your buy before the crowd market. Conroe is where the Woodland was 15 years ago, and the people who bought in the Woodland 15 years ago, they look back now and say, I should have bought more. Don't be that person who waits and watches it happen again and again, okay? And the next suburb I'm going to talk about here, the number 1 suburb in all of Houston, the number 1 that outperforms every other suburb. And suburb number 1, yeah, I told you will surprise you. And this is Katy, Texas. I know what some of you are thinking. Katy? That is not a surprise. Everyone knows about Katy. But here is the number I've never seen applied to Houston suburb before. Katy, Texas, right now in 2026 hosts the #1 most popular zip code in the entire United States for home searches, not in Texas, not in the South, in the entire country. Let that sink in. Out of every zip code in every city, in every state, people are searching for homes in Katy, Texas, more than anywhere else in America. That is demand. You cannot manufacture. That is organic, data-driven proof that Katy has something other suburbs don't. What does Katy have? That is a question you might want to ask yourself. Let me break it down. Energy corridor access. Katy sits along I-10 West, placing residents within 20 to 30 minutes of the Houston Energy Corridor, home to Shell, BP, ConocoPhillips, and dozens of major energy employers. These are high-income households, and high-income households drive home values. Katy ISD consistently ranked one of the top school districts in Texas. When you have top schools, you have captive demand. Families move to Katy for the school and they don't leave. La Centere at Cinco Ranch, one of the most walkable, lifestyle-driven retail and dining destinations in all of Greater Houston, right in the heart of Katy. This is the kind of amenity that turns a suburb into a destination. Median home prices in Katy are sitting in the mid $300,000, and with Houston overall market cooling slightly, buyers have room to negotiate right now that did not exist in 18 months ago. The window is open, and when the FIFA World Cup brings a global spotlight to Houston in 2026, international buyers looking for permanent roots in the H-Town area, Katy is the first suburb on their list. This is the move. This is where the smart money is going right now, and the data doesn't lie. So let's recap where the smart money is moving in 2026 to 2027. Number 5, Pearland, healthcare demand, 5.6% appreciation. Texas medical proximity. Number 4, Sugarland, Fort Bend County, diverse economy, consistent appreciation, 5,000 monthly searches. Number 3, Cypress, new construction, leverage, top school, rental demand. Number 2, Conroe, undervalued, spillover from the woodland, buy before the crowd. And number 1, Katy, the #1 most searched zip code in America, energy corridor jobs, top school, strong buyer demand. Here is what you need to understand. The Houston market right now is giving buyers, sellers, and investors a window that doesn't stay open forever. Pending sales are up 12.8% year over year. Affordability has improved 17 of the last 20 months. The money is already moving. My job isn't just to help you get into a house, is to help you avoid expensive mistakes. And the most expensive mistake you can make right now is waiting while everyone else figure out what the data already shows. Comment the word suburb below, and I will personally send you a free breakdown of which of these 5 markets fits your specific situation, whether you are buying, selling, or investing. And if you find value in this video, share it with someone in Texas who needs to hear this before 2027. And I will be here to help you every step of the year. What you don't know in real estate can cost you a lot of money. I will see you in the next video.